This is for all my fellow Gen Zs out there, okay? This is coming from big sister. If you're still in your teens, this is a video for you. I'm about to be 20 this year. I'm now a sophomore in college, pursuing a computer science degree. Great. Just from how I handled my teens, I think I did the best that I could do with the knowledge that I had. But I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had a little bit of more like guidance. And I'm not saying that it's too late for me, but if I can help somebody out there, I will do that. 15 to 19, this is the video for you. What I didn't pursue, what I did pursue, what I did use my time for. It's never too late to do something that you want to do, and I know it's not too late for me. Time is something that you're not going to get back, and you may feel like you're going to be 16 forever. I literally felt like I just turned 16, bro, but that was 2020. Time, you think you have all the time in the world, you're not going to be young forever, which is great because there's nothing wrong with aging. It's a blessing to be on this planet and to age. Honestly, that in itself is very beautiful. I don't need to make this an extra long video. I just need to say what I gotta say. Go get your permit and your license if you didn't already. I'm not gonna lie, you have so much free time when you're in your teens, so you don't realize how much time you have until you probably get to like 19, 20. Once life starts getting real, that's when you realize, yo, high school was a breeze. Like, I had all the time in the world to put into things that could help benefit me. Having a car and being able to drive and have the ability to help myself when it comes to that form of transportation is so key. I missed out on a couple opportunities just because I didn't have a car. Like, I'm jumping a little bit, but a lot of these job and internships out here require you to have a car. Baby girl, you gotta go get that license. So also getting an ID, a state ID. But when things come up later in life, you need those things. You need to pull those things up out of your wallet. So yeah, I didn't get my permit literally till last year. That is kind of embarrassing, but what can I do? I can't change the past. I definitely should have put in more time, like 15, 16, to just get it out the way, because it is a life skill. Don't be in a rush to grow. Y'all have to realize your teens fly by so fast. I feel like I'm gonna cry like on my 20th birthday because you have the rest of your life to be an adult. I started working around the age of 16, and honestly, I'm happy that I did that. It made me become, you know, financially independent in a sense. I was able to buy what I wanted. I gave myself that piece of freedom and just like satisfied my inner child. But looking back on it, I wasn't smart with that money. I was working like they was working me, okay? Like, I had long hours, long shifts, and I missed out on so many opportunities to hang out with friends. If I could go back, I would just take a little time to be a kid. And obviously I gained experience. That was my first job. It was cool. I wasn't being smart with that money at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I could have used that to get some sleep. I could have used that to really study, and that you have, again, the rest of your life to be an adult. So don't rush into wanting to move out or getting unnecessary bills. Being a teen and a young adult is just a very short period of time in your life, and it feels like it's forever in the moment. Before you know, you blink and you're 24 years old. And I'm not saying this to scare anyone. It's just, again, you have to value your time, and you also have to value your child. You don't be in a rush to grow up fast. Save, save, save. This went out my ears so many times. I wish I listened. I was touching money back in the day, but where's that bread now? That, oh, I need to give myself a treat. I was giving myself a treat every day, every hour. That is not needed. You have to think long term. I think what is it, 50 30 20 rule? If I said that right, yeah, it's a 50 30 20 rule, and I wish I applied that. So if you don't know what that is, I definitely recommend looking into that, because I'm just gonna put it up on the screen what exactly it is. But that would have changed my life if I implemented that back in 2020. I would have been so up. Get your car. If you can save up from these big purchases that, again, can honestly set you up for your young adult life. Something that I wish I did, that I saved up for a car sooner, and just saving in general, or just trying to figure out how to invest in stocks, or just doing more research, because financial literacy is so important. And especially in the community that I grew up in, people aren't big on that. People don't know, you don't have these resources to know what to do with money when they get it. So it's just like, you don't want that phrase, money come, money go, to be your mantra. Maintain, retain that money. You want to keep the flow coming. You don't want to think, oh, I'm gonna get it back. That's a bad mentality to have. Even if you do get it back, nobody wants to live that paycheck to paycheck life. Set yourself up so you can enjoy your 20s. It's really all about discipline. Honestly, that's all it ties to. You can have the motivation, but motivation will disappear. I think this ties back into like my journey with social media, because I've been making YouTube videos, being a content creator for a while now. But my biggest issue, and I think everybody around me knows that, and it's so frustrating, not only for them but for me as well, but discipline. Not every day you're gonna want to wake up and get to it. You know, you're not gonna want to go to class every day. You're not going to edit that video every day. You're not going to work on that skill, but it's all about discipline. Or if I had discipline when it came to like my social media journey in particular, I think I could have been way further ahead and not getting caught up in comparison, because comparison really is the thief of happiness. You are your own person. It's your own journey. It's gonna look different compared to anyone. Want it bad enough to do it even when you don't want it, if that makes sense. Get a routine, get a daily morning routine, a daily night routine, get a skincare routine that says take care of yourself now. Stop eating all that junk food. Stop eating hot Cheetos and Reese's. Your body is your temple, and again, before you know it, time has passed. Yeah, just implement better eating habits. A lot of habits where I just realized your health It's just really important, okay? And it really is a blessing to be healthy and able to walk and breathe. And you want to keep it that way. Is do not live for your family or for your friends' validation. I'm not saying to completely ignore what your mom or dad are saying to you, because obviously your frontal lobe is not developed, especially not in your early teens, and you don't know the world yet. Try to figure out really what it is. What is your passion? It's time to really start figuring out what it is you want to do for the rest of your life, what career path you want to go. I wish that I tapped into like the college application process and the majors that were available to me a bit sooner. I didn't start locking into all of that until senior year. If I started way earlier, if I had my mindset on what I wanted to do, at least in like 9th grade, I could have been way ahead. I could have been doing internships during my high school career. I could have been in more clubs and more summer camps, you know, because I feel like now college is just all about connects to get your foot into those places that you want to be in. And I just wish I started a little bit earlier in my community. You don't want to jump into a major that you don't really like and then have to change it later. There's nothing wrong with changing your major. It is a lot of money put into going to college. It's just a lot that can play on your mental when it comes to figuring out your major. But the good thing is, for a lot of majors, it's broad or applicable in so many different industries, which is why I like my computer science major, because I feel like I can fit in any industry. But I just wish I tapped into, or just this part of my life, just a little bit sooner. I feel like I was really a top student back in my day. No, I think I was number 11 out of my whole class, my graduating class, like 300 kids. So I really feel like I could have gotten into like an Ivy League school just because I had to set up for it. I just naturally did well in school, so I just wasn't thinking about college. Next thing I had to say, apply to scholarships. There are so many great scholarship opportunities, especially for high school seniors specifically, full ride scholarships to be even more specific, that I missed out on because I wasn't looking. There are so many opportunities out there for you, but they come to you when you look. They're not just gonna pop up. You have to put in the work. People don't want to write that 500-word essay for $1,000. Like, you know how easy that is? Like, that's easy bread. If you plan on going to college, lock in with finding those scholarships now. There are so many full ride scholarships. You have to write a couple essays, but that's worth it for thousands of dollars to help pursue your education, which then in the long run, you get your career going, how to go to college for free, because college is expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna go to New York City. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Alaska. Yeah, I'm gonna go to California, and then them prices hit. Get you a full ride somewhere. That friendship and that relationship most likely won't last, and that is okay. I think my biggest thing is I have trouble with letting people go. I love long friendships. My best friend, I've known her since 7th grade. My other best friend, I've known her since 9th grade. 14 to 19, like 14 to 20, we've literally grown up with each other. But there are so many closer friends that I had at the beginning. Like, with time, people move, people change. People are going through so many changes during this stage, and you just have to be fine with letting people go and enjoying that friendship and the relationship for what it was or what it is in that moment. Not center your life around it, because high school is just such a small bubble, such a small part of the world, and you think that the drama that's going on right now is everything. And then when I got to college, I just realized there's so much more. When I started traveling a little bit more, I'm realizing how much more there is to life than the bubble that I was living in. And when I see people be like, yeah, I'm going to this college because my best friend is going there, or my significant other is going there, I feel like you should set up your own path and you shouldn't hold yourself back, especially not during this time of your life, or anyone or anything. You have no other responsibilities. Again, financial literacy is so important. If I could, I would tap into more classes that my school had, like personal finance, just more like boot camp, especially when it comes to credit cards and just building your credit. A lot of the big purchases that you'll make in your young adult years, like your car, buying a house, renting an apartment, all of those all tied, maybe even buying a phone, tied to your credit. So also don't jump into anything that you don't know about. I've heard a lot of horror stories. Getting a credit card, getting massive amounts of debt. That's definitely not something that you should rush. Of course, you want to set yourself up for success. You want to do it the right way. Do not rush greatness. Family, spend more of that time. Obviously, I'm going to do it now, but just a little bit more time tapped in with my family and enjoying being around them, enjoying being the baby of the family, because I'm the baby of the family. But I really was the baby back then, you know. I really love my family. I just become very like family oriented now as I'm aging, and not only am I aging, but they're aging too. You know what I'm saying? My parents are aging, my siblings are aging. It's a great feeling to watch everybody move on to different levels of your life that they've always wanted, but it's also a bit of a bittersweet feeling, especially as the baby of the family. I wish I just tapped more into just being with them in the house and just watching TV. Like, I'm about to get sentimental, but I just really love my family. Okay, it's a new decade coming up. I'm turning 20, so like I'm not rushing anything. I'm still 19 right now, I know that, and I'm very excited for this new decade. I have no regrets. I have things that I wish I could have done instead, but I did the best that I could do with the knowledge that I had at the time. All you can do is take the next step, move forward, move smarter. It's all a part of the journey. No matter how hard it is, trust me, it'll be okay. Like, drama that you care about right now will pass and it'll all be right. Like, that drama that I used to worry about, but it's all good now. Like, literally, I don't even remember what high school me used to trip over. It's so irrelevant now. There's just so much more to life, so much more to see, so much to experience, so much more people to meet, and it's honestly exciting. I don't want this video to be somewhat pessimistic in a way. I'm excited for the new decade. I'm excited for my future. I just wanted to help out. Little bro, little sis. Thanks, kisses. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I know I don't usually do these motivational type of videos, but I had to for today. Right.
Wait a minute. Who are you?